Kick ass. Hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. You need 15 sweet and romantic stories to tell your girlfriend. You need 15 sweet and romantic stories to tell your girlfriend. Most girls love it when their partner tells them a story, but what tale could you tell? Jan Spinner, I love thee. This, the ideal story.
Do you ever, with these WikiHow articles, Justin, Griffin, my brothers, do you ever find that they pause it in the intro, like everyone knows kind of like, it's common knowledge that, and you're like, I don't know, like, you're telling me, like, sit down and let me tell you a romantic story.
It's common knowledge that tinnitus is messages from angels. But how do you interpret? Yeah, it's very good. Sorry, there's an ad for Detective Pikachu Returns. I did not know that this was a game.
Get the fuck out.
It's not. October 6th. It's right around the corner. Damn, Pikachu.
Get out.
Straight to video or?
No, it's a game. I wish they had the courage to make another movie. Fucking.
Oh, that was a good flick.
It was really good.
So, the ideal story is romantic or cute and just short enough to make it perfect for bedtime. It should also make her feel swept away. Yeah, that is wild. To get you started, we've listed a handful of sweet stories you can tell, as well as a few well-known books or plays that you can use for inspiration. So this is just a romantic story that you tell your girlfriend.
Okay. I don't know why, but this is really giving me those, like, and this service is on my For You page a lot, of, like, the morality, like, tales of, like, this guy was really shitty to this guy in the restaurant, and turns out he's actually really rich and just bought the whole restaurant, and immediately he gets his comeuppance and gets fired. Meanwhile, this person who was nice to him, even though he was only ordering water, gets a promotion to be CEO.
Yeah. My wife likes the Canterbury Tales told.
That actually tracks from what I know of Rachel.
Yeah, that actually does work. Hey, like or love, let your girlfriend know how much you care about her with this quick story. Please let me get through the stories without interrupting and making the jokes that you guys make. Okay. Once a girl asked her boyfriend if he liked how she looked. To her surprise, he said no. She asked if he liked her personality, and again he said no. Finally, she asked, "Do you even like me?" He replied, "I don't like you." As she began to cry, he pulled her into a hug and said, "I don't like you. I love you. I love the way you look. I love your personality, and I'll love you the rest of my life." Play up the tension in the story by describing the girlfriend's reaction. Flesh it out with more details, like the girl started to walk away into the rain when he rushed out to her.
So this romantic story is about an emotionally manipulative boyfriend?
This is, I guess, yes. This is what that is. It's a risky gambit. It's a risky gambit. And I am too. Sure.
If I understand the conceit of this question tonight, as my wife and I, we put on our long caps, right? Our stocking caps and our long nightgowns. We put out the candle, and I say, "Honey, once there was this girlfriend, and she asked her boyfriend." And then at the end of this story, my wife is then going to react in such a way where she's like, "I've never loved you more."
I like this. I love this. I love what you told me.
But there's also the chance that she will be fast asleep.
That's a good point.
Absolutely
lulled to dreamland by this enchanting tale.
This is a risky gambit because it could go. You said, "I don't like how you look, and I don't like your personality. Do you even like me? I don't like you. I don't like you. Sudden heart attack, choking death, some sort of sudden death." And then she takes that to the grave.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with this stuff.
This is a story where you have to remember the end when you start it. Because if you get to like, and he's like, I don't like you. And then, oh shit, what was it?
What was it? Oh man, never mind. Anyway, good night, sweetie. Do this one to show her you'll love her forever. A woman was surprised when her husband handed her a bouquet of a dozen roses. She quickly noticed that 11 of them were real and fragrant, while one lone flower was artificial. She asked her husband, "Why did you give me one artificial rose?" He replied, "I'll love you until all the flowers in your bouquet die. You can see that I'll never stop loving you." Change the flowers from roses to your girlfriend's favorite flower in order to personalize this story. Surprise your girlfriend with a bouquet of flowers after you finish telling her this tale. She'll be impressed that you planned such a thoughtful surprise. Yeah, if you do that without including one artificial flower in the set, that's a terrible message you've just sent. Yeah. Unlike the person in the story, I will not love you until all the flowers in your bouquet die. In fact, these are accursed petunias. And when the last one dies, I'm going to leave you, Samantha.
And the portal will close.
The portal will close.
Here in the West Wing, you'll find a flower under glass. And if I don't find my true love by the time the last petal falls off the rose, I and all of my servants who have been turned into physical objects will die.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Where are you going? Come back.
Not
if he
again.
hadn't been so weird about that crusty ass flower from the beginning, she never would have fucked with it.
No.
No way. No way. Oh, that's boring. He's got a flower under glass. Wow, how weird. Everybody's got weird stuff at their house. I guess.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, the fucking lamp is talking.
Yeah.
Like, she's not going to notice some weird old flower in a jar. Fuck.
I just imagine if Travis was accursed and then he had 13 talking knives that were bouncing around.
Let us kill, Father. Father, please, we crave blood. No.
You're for carving and stuff. I don't think so, Father. Look at the length of my blade, Father.
No, we'll use you for weeds and shit. No.
Oh, not me, Papa. I'm nasty.
Give me to the jugular, Papa.
It is worth noting that the physical objects do not turn sentient in the legend of the Beauty and the Beast.
Now, Justin,
This is a good point.
I disagree because there is silverware which has no face or voice.
Okay, but at the end of the show, at the end of the show,
Mrs. Potts doesn't just turn into a pot.
at the end of the show, the home is move-in ready, is what I'm saying. There's nothing there. There's nothing. The first thing Beauty and Beast are doing on Saturday morning is going to Target.
Hitting IKEA.
No, we don't
Yeah.
have trash cans. We don't have lamps. The place is pitch black. There's not a bite to eat. I've had Papa John's 3 times. No, they're fine now. Yeah,
Okay.
they're fine now.
So then who decided who had to be like fucking spoons and forks and plates and shit?
God.
And who got like okay.
God did. God
Oh,
decided.
boy.
Based on how much sin they had. That's why Chip
Okay.
was a fucked up cup.
Yeah.
One day, a girl asked her boyfriend what he loved about her. She expected him to start listing random things that he liked about her personality, appearance, and so on. Instead, he said it was impossible to make a list. When she asked why, he said, "Because I don't love you for a reason. I love you for who you are without explanation."
That doesn't mean shit.
That doesn't mean anything.
Nonsensical.
That doesn't
Utterly.
mean stuff.
I don't love you for a reason. I love you because of who you are. Okay, what about me? What about who I am?
Just a general thing.
You could literally say anything. Like, I have a good sense of humor. Come on, bud. What a cop-out.
Something.
I'm fine if you say it's because I'm rich. I am. I also love that about me.
Tell this cute story if you want to flatter your girlfriend. A couple was lying in bed one morning when the husband took a selfie with his wife. She'd just woken up and complained, "Why did you have to take a photo with me when I'm not ready? I'm a mess." He answered that he took the photo so he'd always remember how naturally beautiful she was. Aww, perfect.
I don't
Everyone
understand.
loves this.
Once again, how do I bring this up? How does this come up in conversation?
I guess just do it. This is less a story than it is a thing you could do that would be incredibly, just hugely gross.
Yeah.
Hugely. You don't have to do all that work for just me.
Yeah, but you still took a picture of me while I was like half asleep. Like,
How about just don't take a picture of
how about
a
you
person
ask
that
before you
doesn't
take a
want to?
picture? Yeah, right. Like, how about
no
consent?
good? No good. Unconditional love. Once there was a girl and boy who fell in. Once there was a girl and a boy who fell in love. The girl came from a rich family while the boy had.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Their relationship thrived even though they struggled at times. Eventually, the couple succeeded and could live comfortably. When someone asked the man how he'd accomplished so much, he explained that the woman's love motivated him to work hard and achieve his goals.
And having the money to back his like plans was probably pretty great too.
Well,
now hold on. Wait, now hold on. How were you able to build this business from scratch? Well, my wife inspired me and also financed my business. So
my small business.
that was very helpful if I'm being honest. I couldn't have done it without her support and bankroll.
This organic
I love her.
oil-based-
I love my incredibly rich wife unconditionally.
Unconditionally, except for I need this oil-based body spray business, and my wife is very much a vector for that. Oh man,
What's wrong, Griff? You got
it's
a
just a lot of these stories are kind of boring. One evening, a man came home with a huge bouquet of flowers for his wife. She was surprised since it wasn't a holiday, her birthday, or their anniversary.
Yikes.
You're doing it bad, bud.
When she asked what the occasion was, her husband said, "Every day with you is a reason to celebrate." So
apparently not.
This is a story that you can tell your partner about a nice thing a fictional person did that you have not decided to replicate tonight.
This is a lie because, and they're all lies, but if she's surprised, it means he's never done this before. And then he's like, every day is a day to celebrate. And she's like, we've been married 16 years, bud. What the fuck? Why have you not done this before? I didn't want to celebrate those days.
Submitted for
I was still thinking about 9/11, and it's really bothering me. I didn't feel like celebrating yet, and I had a big breakthrough today with my therapist about getting over 9/11, and I'm finally ready to
here's
celebrate.
Flowers. Hey, submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. A guy was meeting his girlfriend's parents for the first time.
Wait, did you say beating?
Beating? I thought you said beating.
A guy was beating his girlfriend's
What
parents,
an intro.
whipping their asses
Suddenly,
up and down
the dining
street.
room window shatters, and through it leaps your boyfriend. He's wailing on your dad. Oh, no, he's wailing on your mom. No one can stop him.
But they weren't your real parents. They were evil alien clones, and that's how much he loved
His
her.
special
Good
sunglasses.
night, baby.
Good night. I love you. He had special sunglasses. A guy was meeting his girlfriend's parents for the first time. He was a little nervous, but everyone had a nice time. When the boyfriend left, the girl's dad turned to her and told her that he could tell the boyfriend loved her. She asked her dad how he knew that, and he said, "Honey, he looks at you the same way I look at your mom." So dope. I love this one.
And he looks at your mom the same way I look at your mom.
Which is
He looks at me the same way you look at that sandwich. And he looks at the dog the same way he looks at that lamp.
He looks at the cat the way the cat looks at the cat's own asshole. He's a great guy.
Hey, where is your boyfriend and my wife? I haven't seen them in a few minutes.
What a romantic fella.
What was his last name again? Did you say MILF Hunter? That
Oh,
can't be
no.
right, can it?
Disgusting.
Richard
Wait,
MILF Hunter.
of the Concord MILF Hunters? They can't be trusted.
Why
Hey.
the cameras? I meant to ask.
I did. Well, he's got his own business, you say. That's
He bought
lovely.
a ring light.
Oh, you funded his business. Now, honey.
Oh, you're
Oh.
funding. You want to encourage him to his dream of tracking down the hottest MILFs.
I understand.
I get it.
understand.
Hey,
And
am I
it's great
being
because in this context, mounting has two meanings.
Hey, am I being cuckolded presently?
I love this.
Hey, all right. So, time for without any transition whatsoever. The next subject is called Outlander. Once a nurse from World War II was mysteriously transported back in time to 18th century Scotland. She met a headstrong warrior and was compelled to marry him. As she got to know him better, they fell in love and had a passionate relationship. Their love was truly destined.
Griffin,
Yeah.
is the one story they suggest telling your girlfriend the plot of the TV series
The time
Outlander?
traveler's wife. Once a girl fell in love with a man who
Get the
appeared and
fuck
disappeared throughout her life. He had a genetic disorder that caused him to time travel at different points within his life.
Is
This-
that
I
legitimately
don't think
what that
that's
is?
what it is.
Can't be right.
The
It's
story
recessive.
of Groundhog's Day. One
It's
day,
a
a
rec-
weatherman was being pretty shitty about stuff.
It's recessive. My great grandpa had it, and I also have the genetic disposition to appear and disappear throughout your life. Despite these challenges,
Honey, are we
they-
going to have kids? Oh, I don't know. The chance that we raise a time traveler.
time traveler's
My
husband.
great grandpa had it and has it and will have it.
Despite these challenges, they fell in love and got married. Nothing could truly separate this couple who was destined to be together. Sounds like an exhausting movie.
Yeah. Once this baby came from Krypton and landed on Earth, and then his parents adopted him, which was pretty cool. And then he met this reporter, and she died in a car accident where the car got sucked into the Earth, and he flew around the Earth backwards and saved her life. Well, good night, honey.
Good night. I love you. All right, I'm not going
That's
to tell
the
you.
plot of Superman. Enjoy.
Yeah, you're
Superman
slow.
2.
Okay, let me just boil it down for you. So basically, Dennis Quaid's like this pilot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then he has to get shrunk down to go into somebody else's body. And
No, you're thinking of Randy Quaid. Dennis Quaid. His
Dennis
brother. Okay,
Quaid.
let me start over.
Dennis Quaid. Yeah, he's not like, I mean, he's in a lot of Christian movies.
Randy Quaid is actually a struck project right now, guys. They're Once was a family. I'm not going to tell you the name of this one. There once was a family with 5 daughters. The parents hoped to marry them off to rich men. One day, a wealthy man moved into the neighborhood, but the brightest daughter sparked an instant dislike to him, and the feeling was mutual. Many misunderstandings and declarations of love later, the two learned to appreciate each other and realized that their love was meant to be. This is this one's a WikiHow rich for sure.
Oh, no. That one we call hubris and humility.
Yes, exactly. You may get bonus points from your girlfriend if you try to tell the story with a British accent. Now, that's great because it leaves room for you may not get bonus points from your girlfriend.
So you're telling me if I launch into the plot of Pride and Prejudice in a British accent, assumedly completely unprompted, my girlfriend is like, wow, bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points.
Are you passing it off as your own?
What's that?
Your own tale? Your own authentic
No,
tale?
this is Pride and Prejudice. And I think
I know,
you
but
own that.
are you trying to sell it like, hey, this is something I just came up with. Will you tell me what you think about
Hey,
it?
babe, here's something just straight off the dome. You ready? It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife.
Anyways, the bedroom's over there.
The bedroom's right there.
Hey, babe, you up? I just had an incredible thought of a beautiful giant boat that is doomed and a love that will live on forever inside the doomed boat. Are you up?
It's going to be about 2 hours and 45 minutes start to finish for me to tell you.
You please use the head now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to stop.
And spoiler alert, Billy Zane's in it.
Second half is mainly me doing sound effects.
Yeah.
I do have to warn you.
Once an old man visited an old woman in order to tell her a story about a young couple that was in love. He recounts the decades that they loved, struggled, and connected with each other. Every day, the old woman would forget who the old man was. In the end, she realized for a brief moment that they're the couple in the story and that he still loves her.
50 first dates.
50 first dates. Snow White eats a poison apple and falls into a sleeping death.
What?
Good night.
What?
Now it's time to fall into your own sleeping death, babe.
Here's some butterfly kisses.
And then Romeo and Juliet. So that's some tips for you to spark things up in the bedroom. Nicholas sparked things up in the bedroom by just explaining the plot of The Notebook, please, to me now.
Yep. Or do the one now let's die next to each other.
Do the one where Kobe Smulders is a ghost. Okay, so there's this Kobe Smulders is in it. And I think she's a ghost, but she's the ghost of the husband, and she's like, go for it. Good night.
She loves that he's like sleeping with someone else.
She loves to watch and she gets in the lamp and she flickers the lights in Morse code and says, I love this. And it's Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother and Marvel.
So anyway, then Han, no, he's alive at this point because it's in a different point in the chronology. Honey, you please wake. Hey.
Not yet.
Wake up.
Stay with me.
This isn't for my benefit.
And then I think they
certainly
both
not for Han.
I think they both turn into birds. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.